And welcome back to the Red Bull Battlegrounds. Myself, Sageham, joined by the always lovely Mr. Tasty Steve. How are things?
Going pretty well. You got a little pep in your step. You sound a little happier right now. What's that all about?
Steve, between the break, I was frantically talking to our producers because there was an error here. We showed up, there was some kind of problem because we didn't have the kind of support that I expected here at the Red Bull Battlegrounds.
Lumber.
In the lower back, we needed one of these Vertigear chairs to both sit in and enjoy with code NACPT to save 10%. Fun fact, Steve and I just ordered ours in the middle of that break, and that's why they have arrived so quickly here behind us to support us. That's why we seem jollier, more prepared. We have that top tier, posture now. We seem prepared for these matches, ready to continue in this top 16. Use that promo code to save yourself 10% over at forgamergear.com and the Vertigear chair.
So next
the lovely camera work on this too.
Knuckle very own. Yeah.
Versus, tell me who he's playing. Who's this newcomer?
Mr. Murderface himself, Tokito, coming up versus Knuckle Dude.
Tokito, the amateur,
the youngster, the young
made
upstart.
it through this last chance qualifier bracket, and let's hear what these guys have to say.
My name is Du Dang, also known as Knuckle Dude, and I play Guile and Mika. When I first started, I definitely didn't expect to get to this level. It feels pretty good to know that I'm the youngest pro going into Capcom Cup because it inspires other young players to, challenge up the older guys. There's certain players where I like to get in their head, more than I should. That helped win me Canada Cup because my opponent was Xiaohai, and he's a super emotional player, so that helped a lot. When it comes to this tournament, my biggest threat is myself because when people win a big tournament, they get too complacent, they don't train as hard, and they're overconfident. So I had to really focus on myself more than other players in this tournament. I wasn't really that high of a threat until after winning Canada, so now everyone's going to be ready for me.
I am Hajime Taniguchi. People know me Tokito. I use Ryu, best character in this game. Rakudu is a first opponent tomorrow. Last time we play, I won by accident. So against his character, Guile, I made a new strategy. So maybe tomorrow I will try much more. A lot of good US players will join tomorrow. But I trust I have a good chance to win the tournament.
Well, Mr. Tokito won by accident.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, he sounds pretty sure of somebody who won by accident.
Sometimes you just accidentally become the best player in the world.
Right.
And are qualified for Capcom Cup and have a good chance there as well. Tokito, who has been one of the most successful players on the tour all year, and a real threat. And it is Guile for Knuckle Dude. That's what I was curious about, whether their Mika was going to come out. He just beat Daigo not so long ago in the same exact matchup, right? Guile versus Ryu. I think the difference is Tokito Ryu, it has all the spacing and all the things that Daigo has, the fireball game, all this kind of stuff. Difference is very technical. He's not going to be lax on matchup knowledge. He is just on another level when it comes to technicality and just understanding each character matchup. So it's going to be very tough for Du here to surprise him.
And he plays a lot safer in a lot of instances.
Yeah. Okay, this is a big chance for Du. Knockdown setup. But you see Tokito, one thing that he did a lot against Momochi when they played last in Grand Finals, and I believe that was Steam, was the jump out. On Wake Up in the corner, Tokito will just jump forward. He doesn't care about the risk. Jump forward on Wake Up will be throw tech. Oh, punish. Oh, I just missed. Jump forward on Wake Up will be throw tech or delayed, buttons. But yeah, so far it looks good for Du. We'll see if Tokito maybe can figure things out in this round. But no, he just walked into it. Yes, the zoning seemed to be an issue for Tokito.
I don't think he's really expecting Du to play the lane game. Because if you notice, Knuckle Dude isn't walking forward too much. He's legitimately staying in a range where he can react and try to punish normal. So that's really smart.
Yeah, and the neutral in this matchup is tough for Ryu in a lot of ranges, right? There's a lot of times where it's not always that easy for Ryu to get in there. When he does get in there, damage output and offense is so tough for Guile to deal with.
And like I said before, look at this. He's only hitting buttons reactively in a lot of situations, and I feel like that's what's giving him a nice jump on competition-wise, because Tokito's definitely trying to make sure he's doing something unsafe before taking an attack.
Jump over, and you cannot jump in on Freedom here in the States.
Ugh.
Challenge, and man, Knuckle Dude looking like this is a great first game for himself, but huge. Tokito, critical art on deck.
Oh, wow. Knuckle Dude not budging, trying to find that low forward there.
Just the walk up, he took up so much space, and Tokito let him have it.
And slowly chipping away. You see that gray life adding up. There's a trade. Activation on the
No,
trigger.
with a
What
jump,
a jump in,
but
and he
a
drops
miss.
the combo.
And
a
the
flash kick.
upside down. Benjamin Franklin,
Oh,
Liberty
man.
Bell kick from Knuckle Dude.
That good old $2 bill. I keep one with me for good luck. Nice flash kick there.
So does Knuckle Dude. That was an interesting time to use flash. He brought out the flash kick early, right? A few of these rounds. Tokito gonna have to figure things out here.
And he's not afraid. He's been committing to them so hard. Like, you're thinking he's going to second guess it, and he's just doing flash kick even when just walking up, not even on jump in.
And it looks like the scary thing about Knuckle Dude is when he becomes comfortable, when he feels so confident that the choices he just starts making, you're just not ready for. Freedom is jumped in on, and now pressure. Again, the stun. All started from that big jump Tokito got. One more for the round. It's the meaty. And the jump out from Du. He does have V-Gauge on deck. And Tokito, the jumping light. Look at that. Hitbox, hurtbox situation.
It simultaneously hit his foot and his hair at the same time. That was crazy.
With hair like that, you know it's going to be near his foot as well. That's just how the hurtbox works.
Oh, wow.
Throw now for Tokito. He has offense. And Du, you know, he was looking confident in the neutral before, but now he's got to be careful of those jumps. Two-piece.
And you see Tokito playing a lot smarter right now. Like I said before, he definitely does not play as risky as most. Tries to go for a safe jump right there.
Got him. That's critical art, and that is that. Tokito with a pretty convincing second game over Du. You know, who looked good in the neutral for a little while, but Tokito seemed to figure things out there, right? The normal positioning was better. Jump timing was really good. It seemed like, you know, Du had a great first game, but now Tokito has made the adjustment. Really, the decision that Knuckle Du has to weigh is whether he sticks with Guile or not. It seems like he does. I was, you know, curious to see if the Mika pick was going to be a factor, but he seems like he's confident in Guile for at least one more game.
He's playing a lot more active than he was in that first game. So I could tell the changes there. Like right there, you know, normally Du would have had a flash kick charged already, but he wasn't too prepared for that jump. So only able to get a slight anti-air.
Yeah, he was walking back already, so he didn't have it. Safe jump from Tokito.
Oh.
Frame trapped out of the air.
That big back roundhouse.
The reversal. That's guaranteed right there, and that's a good time for Knuckle Dude to do it. I love the chase down to interrupt. Big. Tokito optimizes damage.
Oh, back roundhouse again. Anything's going to stun right now. Gets the throw.
He gets maximum meter build with the back throw
and now he has a critical art for the potential last round of this match.
Yeah, and it looks like Tokito has become so comfortable in this matchup when Du is going to throw fireballs, when he's going to come in for normals, and when he should walk forward himself.
And now he's noticing when he's down backing and taking that option to walk up. And when he sees that he's standing up, then he jumps in.
Great punish on jump back throw tech from Du.
Oh, walk up, crush counter sweep.
Oh, baited. And now big chance. The delayed low. Great blocks from Du. Yeah, behind it. Tokito will not quick rise. Yeah, really smart, because if he did, that boom would have been an issue for him.
Nice. Normal's right there, and you see Du making his play right now.
Oh, man, Tokito not jumping over the fireballs.
Oh, wow.
His platforming game not on point. Oh, overhead behind the parry. Good work from Knuckle Du. It's going to be, you know, this is an important round.
Yeah.
To go out 2-1 in the set as, you know, either player is big, because then it maybe forces the issue for Du to switch or not. This is huge. Counter hit.
Oh, wow.
Challenged after 2. Tokito taking a lot of damage. Has to be mindful. Other side.
Wow.
Big forward
What
fierce.
a punish.
EX Fireball to open up. Chance for Tokito.
Walk up tech. Nice. Oh.
Double sweep. He gets safe jump. And jump out throw tech from Knuckle Du. The anti-air doesn't go, and stun already. He's going to be able to build this V at the end of this. Target combo. Reset? Interesting from Tokito, but Du stays solid. Flash.
One Sonic boom
Punish.
this time, and this is going to hurt.
He's got the loop available. He can loop him into the corner. No, the reversal. Wow. He might have got him. He did.
Wow.
Tokito got him.
Committed so hard to that. He was like, you know what? No matter what happens, I'm doing super. No matter how it turns out, I'm doing super.
It was like the positioning to set up the loop for Du was kind of suspect. He wasn't sure if the booms would push him into the corner, so he went for a slightly different combo, and because of that, he couldn't get in there. Now, but Du is going to stick it out with Guile, it seems.
Does Knuckle Du have those, though? Does he have? Can he do the
the loop, yeah. He can do it. The Declaration of Independence. Cave theme. No
wow.
anti-air.
What a jump in right there. Just out of range of that Sabbath.
Much better on the ground is due this game. I like that he's hitting more normals and not just sticking to the booms.
Right.
But that's when Tokito lands those sweeps, right? Those crush sweeps. Okay, no anti-air. Tokito caught sleeping.
Oh, nice. Chuck him.
Anti-air misses again. Dude's got to find something else besides that crouching fierce at that jump short range.
Oh, that big forward fierce right there from Tokito. Going to push to the corner. Nice wake-up jab. Activate trigger here by Knuckle. Let's see what happens.
He's going to get the reset after this. EX boom, and he gets positioning with V-skill boom. Plus, he's got all kinds of booms.
Yo, the shoot-'em-up game?
Oh, not a punish. He thought he was going to punish the V-trigger pop, and now gives up the round. Such an unfortunate miss for Knuckle Do.
Small mistakes like that, definitely, they weigh a lot more when you're playing a player like Tokito.
Yeah, someone who's so, you know, on the next level, right?
Right.
Couple of miss anti-airs from Tokito actually in this set, right? He's let it go, but so has Do, and now you can see Tatsu in a setup.
Oh, nice. And look at this pressure from
Oh,
Tokito.
the parry OS.
Parries the V reversal.
Throw for stun, and that should be that. Freedom not defended. Tokito gonna get a 3-1 over Knuckle Do.
Not easily at all. I know it seemed like it was pretty, you know.
It was a pretty back and forth set. You know, if Knuckle Do had actually gotten that punish on the V-trigger in the last round, or a couple of other things had gone his way, he got in the loop in the other game. There was so much that could have been there, but now instead Tokito moves on. You know, he came out of that last chance qualifier as the 15th seed in this tournament now. Made it in there, got the W. Good work to Tokito. You know, he's one of the best players in the world for a reason.
Yes.
And Knuckle Do has been so strong lately throughout all of the U.S. You know, he's been really, really talented. We'll see how that match went down. We have some replays for you guys to check out. From the set, you can see there's a few of these key moments, those straight anti-airs from Do. This is where he popped that V-trigger. And then just, yeah, the jump from Tokito. Missed the big combo and the flash kick. That was how Do got the first game. This is where he could have set up the loop, but I think the spacing was a little funky, and he wasn't sure exactly how it would work, right? And this is that reversal from Tokito. Surely maybe an uppercut turned into a critical art, but this is where he had all the booms in the world. He summoned them, and he thought he was going to punish the V-trigger. Didn't get it. Tokito maximizes damage and closes it out.
Tokito making a lot of smart plays in clutch situations. Like I said, he lost that first match, and it was because of him not being active. And you see in these next games, he becomes a lot more active with that parry on the V reversal right there, just to close out that last match, and just a lot of sound play coming from the side of Tokito. Like I said, that first match seemed like we were going to have some kind of crazy back and forth. Tokito was like, no, after this first game, I'm going to play so much safer. I want to see how you deal with it. Still small mistakes that could have went either way, but when it was said and done, Tokito holding really solid, taking the match.
Yeah, and there was like a few rounds, I feel like, where really it could have been either way, right? There was that mish punish. He just V-trigger popped right in his face.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
Knuckle Do stuck out the jab. Like, he was just really looking for something. And if you're looking for something to stream, if you're at home, perhaps playing some fighting games yourself, you can, of course, pick up XSplit. It is the premium broadcast software we use on the Capcom Pro Tour. You get a 20% discount with the code PROTOUR2016 over at xsplit.com/CPT. Go ahead and check that out.
Of course, the lovely cosplayers here. That Bison, so sick. Oh, look at the Karen. I still owe these guys.
Yo, he was definitely, that Bison guy was rooting for RB yesterday because he's a Urian fan. That guy's sick. Let's go. But we have our next match coming up in just a second. It's going to be Ricky Ortiz versus Flash. I'm really curious to see what both of them have to say.
Hi, I'm Peter Cicini. I'm Flash. I play Vega, and I'm from Miami, Florida. He has no momentum. He has zero defense. And the tools that they gave everybody in the game to get out of like pressure and stuff doesn't work for him. I wasn't really aware that I was going to play Ricky, and I don't really have a character to play against Ricky outside of Vega, so I'm just going to have to like rough it out. I play pretty much by the book, and whenever I beat my opponents, it's because I didn't let them go crazy on me. But usually I lose to a jump in. If they don't jump at me, they're most likely not going to win. I don't really have a philosophy. I just try to play as clean as possible.
Hi guys, I'm Ricky Ortiz, go by EG Ricky Ortiz, and I play Chun-Li. I'm kind of like a chameleon, I guess, in a sense. When I play fighting games, I try to use the style that fits me best in whatever game. And I think in the newer games, like Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5, aggression pays off a lot in the newer games. I think Chun-Li fits my style best. Very, very fast, pixie characters who have a really good neutral game, really good normals, and fast walk speed. I try to play a really slow-paced game, and my goal is to knock the opponent down, and when I actually earn the knockdown, I like to overwhelm them after that. to see if they can handle the aggression. If they can't, then I'll play an even slower paced game and trade blows and normals and try to whiff punish a lot. In the match versus Vega, I definitely think that I will play defensive because I think Vega is very good at being defensive, so I like to force him to try to come to me until you knock him down. Then you can go a little ham, but other than that, you want to play defensive.
And there's the look and the insight on the minds of these two great players. I like having these options to, well, the opportunity to see what they're thinking before the match actually goes down.
What's interesting is that Flash mentioned, you know, if nobody jumps at me, I'm in there. My ground game's really good. And Ricky's like, yeah, my plan is to play footsies and just lame out Vega. So it's like, who's going to crack first?
Yeah,
who's going to go for the jump, the aggression, the approach? Chun-Li certainly has better options with the air. Like, what is this Vega outfit?
Yeah, I love the laser eyes on the Halloween outfits. They're so good.
He's like when you go out and there's that guy who has the contacts in, you know, and it's like the crazy situation. Vega's that guy. All right.
The cool guy.
The cool guy. That's fair.
All right.
So yeah, pretty slow so far. And you know, both players mentioned they want to play footsies, but that's the approach that Ricky has over Flash, the air legs. Punish. Yeah, you gotta be ready to hit that forward fierce from Vega. Claw so far also for Flash. Air to air strong. Ooh, just got on the other side of the air legs. That's the walk speed from Vega that allows him to get under things. You heard Ricky mention, gonna play slow until the knockdown and then overwhelm this character, and you can see it already.
And look at that life lead that he has already. Nice challenge right there by Ricky.
Yeah, just ready for all the things. Wake up jab from Ricky as well, and that was overwhelming. Really, it was like a footsies for a while, but as soon as Ricky got the hit, as Ricky mentioned, just overwhelmed this character. Complete offense, as you know, Vega's defensive choices, you know, not really that great. Although the walk speed, certainly important.
Definitely helps out. Even in this matchup, some of the better walk speed in the game, on top of the fact that Chun-Li definitely wants to control that space, get in there, try to mix it up, and you see Flash taking his chance to just walk back.
Oh, meaty. Just stuck out that medium kick hit pretty late. Oh, air to air doesn't work. Yeah, Flash just walk up after with the fierce too. Couple of little checks. Ricky in there with the air legs. Such an approach. And now it's got to be tough for Flash. Oh, the roll didn't work. Maybe something else. Air legs again. And the overwhelming on Flash. He's got to find a way out. EX. One more for stun. Oh, cross up stomp. And this should do it. First game, Ricky. Pretty convincing. It was the air legs approach. Plus, you know, all these neutral buttons landing over and over and over. And Flash couldn't just create any space for himself.
Was not getting any time to breathe there. Ricky Ortiz, known for our footsies, one of the best footsie players ever, in my personal opinion. And the fact that Flash really wanted to get in there and try to play that game, I feel like it's really hard to play that game. One versus Chun-Li, two versus a player like Ricky.
Yeah, the neutral buttons from Chun are tough to deal with, but also she just has Fireball for approach. She's got the air legs. You know, there's just so many tools, right? So it's like, oh, suddenly you don't feel like playing neutral with one of the best neutral games. All right, well, now you just go to this option. It's tough to stop all the options when they're all so good.
I do like the buttons that Flash is putting out there. Not always working, but you know that he has an idea of the space that Chun-Li wants to control, and he's trying to stop it with the normals, but
oh, the floats, and that's going to be that late air legs cancel. Big combo here. Low, yeah, into the bird. Throw, and that will be that. Ricky steamrolling.
First round, game 2.
Yeah, it's complete overwhelming. Yeah, so you see Flash now. No more claw. Doesn't want to stick to that zone. Maybe now going to look for more offense because the defensive footsie style not as effective when Chun-Li can just open you up with those air legs.
And we saw in this video, he said, hey, as long as you don't jump at me, I'm fine. But the footsie's game is not going in his favor right now.
And the air legs is an issue. Yeah, you see, he tried to deal with it with down fierce, but it just put him under. And Ricky the stun again. Jumping, gets the low jab bird. Set up. Air legs again. And one more to do it. You got to watch the stomp. Yeah, there it is.
Again. And this is just not looking good for Flash. He's trying his best to get out of this pressure, but Ricky Ortiz is just not letting up.
Completely overwhelmed. As Ricky mentioned, like, oh yeah, I'll play footsies for a bit, but if I get the knockdown, I'm going to go ham.
Yes.
And that's exactly what is happening. Just offensive, serious, just over and over and over and over. There's no answer to air legs, and, you know, Flash is trying a couple of things, but it's just Vega not having solutions.
Probably taking a breather right there, trying to get back in the zone. You want to reevaluate, but it's so hard when you're getting speed up like this.
Yeah, we'll see maybe Flash now more offensive or something. Maybe, you gotta think. You gotta start your offense before Chun gets in there to air legs you to death.
I like this pace right here that Flash is playing.
Yeah, he was kind of threatening by moving forward and then gave up space.
I like the neutral. I love this pace. This pace seems so much better for Flash.
And Ricky falling behind the fireball.
Oh, and that's one of the options that Chun-Li has that makes her really good. She's able to follow behind that fireball, not just with walking, but with normals as well.
Oh, the late, yeah, the air legs again. Flash opened up. Throw. Gotta guess after that too. And there's the interrupt. Okay, that's something. Escaping the corner is Flash.
And you saw Ricky try to pursue. Oh, nice crush counter sweep right here. I like what's happening. Flash.
Yeah, keeps the pressure pretty simple, doesn't want to overcommit, and now this is the defensive style that Flash is going to go for, right?
And you see him backdash. As soon as he saw that he wasn't in the lead, he was like, you know what? I don't have advantage. Let me just back up. And not afraid to back up to the other side of the screen. Nice activation by Ricky right here.
Yeah, gonna tie things up. One more hit might seal. Oh!
Flash has a chance right now.
Gotta watch the stomp, but the low, and it was counter hit. Flash tried to hit something, or maybe even tech, who knows, and just got clipped for it. Now Ricky Ortiz on match point. The pressure again. Man, it's just so tough. His backdash was looking for throw tech. Overhead lands. Close to stun is Flash. Overwhelming, and now Flash. Man, the critical art on deck for Ricky as well. So if there's another hit, it could be enough. Other side. Oh, I wonder what that was.
the crush counter. No confirm. No
yeah, and it seems like Flash just can't get anything started, right? Even when he finds a hit. It's been so tough. Ricky really just 100% prepared for this, it seems.
Ricky knows not to go in too heavily.
And you got to watch out. V-Gauge is available for Flash. He has that B-trigger into the critical art. Huge jump.
The jump in, and that's what I was talking about. Following behind that fireball is definitely a strength that she has that a lot of other characters does not know how to deal with, and it's still
B-skill.
difficult.
Oh, interesting roundhouse. Now, this is a chance for Flash. All kinds of resources to work with.
You know Ricky wanted that activation off of that crouching medium punch. There it is. Oh, nice challenge right there. Still dangerous.
See the Kokoken extra range and V-trigger, so Ricky can follow, and
that's gonna be that.
Is that Ricky 3-0 over Flash, and it just seemed like there's no answer to a lot of the things, right? Like Chun-Li just completely steamrolling that character, and you know he tried a lot of the things to deal with the approach and all the different ways that she was getting in there, but just couldn't make it happen.
So much harder to deal with that pressure, especially once trigger is active. You saw Ricky just making sure that Flash respected a lot of the space that he wanted to occupy. It's like, hey, Flash, I know you want to get into this range with Vega because you want those normals and you have claw on. You want to hit buttons. And he's like, it didn't work out. So then he switched to no claw. And Ricky was like, I'm still prepared. What are you going to do about it? And Flash, unfortunately, just didn't have an answer. And it's so overwhelming to deal with. You know, you hear about these matchups all the time.
Do you hear about them? Because I hear something in my ears about the lovely deals over at HyperX and their lovely headphones. There's such amazing quality. Of course, everybody knows about HyperX. You can see this lovely code, hyperx.gg/Capcom is the URL. You can get this new Stinger headset, which they released just about a month ago. I think it was in October. This thing dropped. If you guys were interested in checking it out, that's the Stinger. They also have the Cloud 2, the Revolver, and other lovely products over there at HyperX. If you're interested in any of them, definitely head over there, hit that URL, see what they're looking for, and perhaps pick something up. Tell them that's Tasty Jam sent you.
Tasty Jam sent you guys over to get one of those, one of the best gaming headsets, under 50 bucks. You'd be crazy not to have one already. If not, just head over there and get one now.
Handle it. You got a little extra time today.
So, with that being said, our next match coming up, I believe we have Fox, Julio Fuentes versus Ray Ray.
Panda Global, Ray Ray, Echo Fox, Julio Fuentes. It's going to be another Chun versus Ken. We saw that matchup earlier, and it was really Christarian overwhelming Lud. Now curious to see how it goes on the other side of things, right?
Yeah, well, let's see what these guys have to say about the matchup.
My name's Julio Fuentes, and my main character is Ken. The holy trinity of Kens is Christarian, Brent Franks, and me. We are the Trinity. I love repping Trinity, I love repping Cali. All of Cali is pretty much all Rushdown if you think about it, and it's an art. Like, you you have a sense of control, but you're letting it freestyle at the same time, and you're just messing them up, you know? Like for me, like if I get you in the corner and I rush you down, it's over, you know? Because recently, I have been more of the calmer type of Ken. You know, I've been exploring, playing defense a little more, playing slow, but it's time to bring back the heat.
My name is Reynel Hidalgo. I go by Ray Ray, and I main Chun-Li. Marvel's known to be like the silliest, like craziest game around, so it's taught me a lot about acceptance, you know? And I think it has actually helped me grow at an exceptional rate when it comes to Street Fighter because of it. With my matchup against Julio, I feel not confident, but I feel like I could definitely make it. I can definitely beat him. I know Julio is prone to jump a lot, so I'm gonna be a little weary with my zoning, but I think I'm gonna keep a slow pace on the ground, and I think I could outplay him.
And we're back. Nice to hear from both of those competitors. Of course, making amazing strides this year. Echo Fox, Julio Fuentes, PG Ray Ray, both doing an amazing job. We've seen them on the trail all year to come up to this point, and nothing but amazing play. I'm really proud of both of these players because they've definitely made amazing strides all year.
Yeah, two really strong U.S. players, right? It's really cool to see Julio succeed in this game. He was always a threat in Street Fighter 4, but really has become another level in this version of the game. It's really cool to see. And Ray Ray, of course, known for many games, really strong player. Chun-Li on the right, Julio Fuentes on the left. Mentioned, did Ray Ray, that Julio jumps a lot, and that's one thing he's going to look out for about the zoning game, so it's interesting to see. Counter hit confirmed from Ray Ray. Thing to note, Ray Ray execution, fantastic.
Oh yeah, coming from a game like Marvel, execution in a game like Street Fighter 5 is not going to be that big of a deal, so combos not an issue, especially with Chun-Li.
You see Fuentes so far really just approaching and looking to find hits, playing a little bit calmer in this matchup. Chrisitarian was really forcing the issue against Chun, but it seems like so far Julio's a little bit more weary about the approach. Now, but he has offense, combo, juggle, yeah, a little bit of damage, and the overhead will be the stun. Jump to close it.
Wow.
Great round from Julio. You saw him play patient in the neutral right until there was the hit, big boom explosion, gets the offense, and that'll be that.
Yeah. Julio, definitely an explosive player, able to convert on the drop of a dime just to make sure he's still in that winning rate.
How many of these roundhouses going to happen? Just that slide at perfect range from Ray Ray. The jump, Tatsu gets anti-air, and that's the thing that Ray Ray was looking for.
Nice anti-air right there by Ray Ray. You see the pace slowing down. Seems like it's favoring Ray Ray a little more.
It's kind of neutral, and it seems like Ray Ray is more interested in crowding Julio and stuffing these buttons before he gets a chance to jump in. Counter hit.
Be really careful. Ray Ray overextending himself in a lot of situations, getting clipped by a lot of normals that he could just block and wait for a better time to strike.
Confirm and critical art will do it. You see the one thing about Julio, since the start of the game, his confirms on these target combos were so excellent, right? Even like the very first time I'd ever seen Julio play back in like February, he was doing these target combos and hit confirming a ton. So, you know, he's going to be really clean about that. You saw him check a few times, always ready for it. And his spacing on that back strong, right? He'll walk up in your face and just check with it. Constantly taking up room, and it's really an uncomfortable place to play against Ken.
You're definitely right. We've seen he was one of those pioneers that was started off early confirming all those target combos.
Look at how many of them.
Look at this. Just to make sure he gets that great carry, lots of damage, and keep that pressure up. That's really scary to fight a player who's confirming so frequently.
Check. Oh, punish. Yeah, big one. Didn't spend any resources close to the round, but yeah, Ray Ray wristed on the bird. Immediate uppercut. Yeah, you saw Julio was committed to a back strong before that. Like, he was just looking for hit confirms, and suddenly there's the jump. Still had the uppercut on time. That was really good. Oh, unsafe. Yeah, good little punish
nice
from Ray Ray.
Punish right there.
Didn't spend any resources. Unsafe. And could have been a little bit more from Ray, but, you know, the fireball works out. Oh, well spaced. Yeah, that was that counter hit afterwards because of it.
And here comes Ray Ray. Tries to get the throw. Definitely would at least had to make the tech, but just not in range. And like I said before, look at that
How much
carry.
corner carry?
Wow, not that much.
You know, if this stage was twice as long, Ken would still carry you the whole way.
Oh, lucky break
Counter
right
hit.
there for Julio.
Double uppercut. Yeah, and critical art available for Julio as well. Oh, the miss. Punish from Ray. And yeah, got to spend CA to close it out.
I don't blame him because I definitely would have did the same thing. You want to keep yourself alive. You do not want to go down 2-0 this early. You definitely don't want that to happen.
Oh, for sure. Look, resources for rounds are always worth it. You got to spend it if, you know, a situation like that comes up. playing another round versus trying to hold on to meter is almost never worth it.
Oh, nice punish right there, even to get under.
Crush
Counter
gets the
sweep.
setup. He can go front or back, yeah. Ambiguous, corner carry again.
Look at the damage.
Plus frames off that, and close to stun is Ray. See the backdash from Julio. He doesn't want the V trigger pop. That backdash was so important from Julio Fuentes. That'll close it out. So there was a range, right, where Julio was standing where slide into V trigger was a threat from Chun. He backdashed so that Ray could not get the activation and buy himself any time, and then immediately took up the offense afterwards. That kind of spacing and knowledge of what can happen is so important, and Julio was ready for it. See, going into this third match, Julio's up 2-0. See if both Ken players will 3-0 the Chun-Li players that they're playing against.
And Ray Ray, it just seems like it's really hard for him to get stuff started. I mean, he's doing a great job of, like you said, punishing, playing at a certain range, but the minute Julio turns it on, he pushes to the corner, and it's nothing but offense.
Yeah, oh, roundhouse spacing, and that is big. Yeah, just a little low to close it out. Julio can close this, put himself now on match point over Ray. Seems like so far it's just like Ray can't establish the neutral he wants against Julio Fuentes, who's just this big bully on the way in.
Nice.
No, yeah, no throw attack from Ray. That was good defense. See the spacing. Julio, he goes to a couple of fireballs, then wants to approach 2 jumps in a row. And, you know, Ray was ready for the first, but not the second.
Oh, jumps right into that DP.
Air legs, other side. Good anti-air from Julio. He's really prepared for that.
I feel like every time Ray wants to turn it on, Julio's like, no. He gets a button, finds a confirm, gets a combo. Right now, he's doing great.
Wake up Tatsu, yeah. It's 3 frames. Really, really fast now. Julio on the offense. Ray still alive. And the anti-air again, the throw. One more will do it.
Still has a chance right now. Has a little meter left.
Little check from Julio. One hit'll do it. Those low medium kicks are real dangerous for Ray and the trade. Julio gonna take it 3-0 over Ray. And you know, Ray mentioned the jumps, and that was definitely one thing that he brought out a lot. It's just you anti-air 1, 2, 3 jumps, but one of those things lands, or one of those situations the neutral goes right, and can get such explosive damage output.
And it's really scary because, like we said before, damage, carry, positioning, all in his favor, especially when you know what you're doing. You know what you're looking for in a matchup versus a character like Chun-Li, where you know she's going to try to get those air legs, keep you locked down, keep that pressure up, and it's up to you to either V-reversal, space it correctly. You saw Ray earlier dash under and get the punish, but once he saw that he was accustomed to it, he instantly changed it up. And I was like, I don't know what to tell. I wouldn't know what to tell Ray in that situation.
You know, I think the only thing Ray can do is maybe go over to twitch.tv/Capcom Fighters. Check out the VODs. You know, that's one of the important things to do over on Twitch, who is one of the lovely partners here of the Capcom Pro Tour. Which, of course, you know, we have all these lovely sponsors. Twitch with the amazing streaming service that we're using all weekend here. We're streaming on Capcom Fighters. Red Bull will be doing the lovely post-game show over on redbull.tv/battlegrounds later tonight if you're interested in that. But, yeah, we have top 16 action going on all day today.
Yeah, nice little wrap up. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a peek at the bracket just so you guys know where we stand so far. As we can see right now, our next set of winners quarters matches are set up. We have one more left for you, and that's going to be K-Brad versus Alard.
Yeah, once that match is over, our entire winners quarters will be set, and we can start working on some of these loser bracket matches as well. You can see them set up. RB versus John Takeuchi, F-Champ versus Lud, Knuckle versus Flash, and Ray versus the loser of the match you guys are about to see. And that's on the loser side of things. So lots of top 16 action coming up for you guys. We are almost through the first 8 matches on winners side. This is a full top 16 bracket with 3 out of 5 the whole way. So tons of Street Fighter action for you guys to check out all day here at the Red Bull Battlegrounds.
And for another peek at these players,
Hi everyone,
these
I'm
competitors.
Antoine Ortiz. I go by F3 Alard, and I main Balrog, Nikali, and Birdie. Balrog he's pretty much like the bad guy. You know, I consider myself the bad guy sometimes. Nikali is just like a monster, so I identify with being like, you know, powerful. Birdie is just, he's like a backup for Balrog. Personally, I believe that Cammy makes K-Brad. Once she is normalized, I don't think his chances will be that high anymore. I kind of, you know, want to make them, you know, realize that it's kind of a jerk move to still compete. So, you know, just making them unhappy and, you know, making this a waste of their time would be ideal for me.
My name is Kenneth Bradley. I represent Evil Geniuses. My tag is EGK for Kenneth Bradley. And my main character in the Street Fighter series is Cammy White. Cammy carrying me? It really doesn't matter what character I play. Like, I can play anything. I just love Cammy. I beat Infiltration. I beat some of the best players in the world, and other Cammy's players aren't doing that also. I don't think it's the character. It's all me. But I guess everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I really want to win here because I've been on like a little hot streak of doing well. My style has finally been paying off, the little conservative, keep it clean style. So I really want to do well this tournament. So I'm going to like go all out to try to win this one.
All right, you heard it here first. Cammy carrying K-Bread, huh?
That's what I hear.
Interesting mindset Alucard has. As you see him there on the right, K-Bread on the left. That look of complete, say what you want. I'm here to play the video game. You know what I'm saying? That's K-Brad on the left, who, as you mentioned, a little hot streak going on, that's for sure. Definitely really strong at the tail end of this Capcom Pro Tour. You know, the whole year, traveling a ton.
I was about to say, one of the most well-traveled players.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Put in so many miles traveling around the Capcom Pro Tour. We'll see what character Alucard went with in just a second. He's got a few, as we mentioned. Right. You know, the Birdie, Nikali, Balrog. Okay, so it's Balrog. The gloves are ready.
And really, Verse, we see him play every week, you know, at
next level.
At next level. Yeah. And he always does really well. Nice character variety. Really well versed in playing against and with multiple characters. So I want to see what kind of adjustments will be made.
Yeah, slow neutral so far. That's the way K-Brad likes to play. Not a lot of reversals from him. Pretty much a slow, grounded style. On the other side of things, Balrog really going to be looking for maximum dunkage. It's kind of his goal. Really burst damagey character. Some good mix-ups. Challenge.
Oh, nice.
That overhead got interrupted. That's important for Alucard to keep in mind.
Yeah, really smart to hit a button right there. You don't want to freeze up, get that deer in headlight syndrome, because that'll definitely get you exposed.
No punish.
Oh, nice block right there.
A little check after the dash slow from Alucard. Okay.
Nice confirm.
Yeah, he's still got some of that V-gauge to work with.
Balrog pops trigger of his own.
He's got those straights, which he can turn into a bunch of damage. Just like that, the mix-up, but K-Brad was ready. Spends EX, and we're just about even here. Oh, really the land, and he got him. That should do it. It does. The cancel from K-Brad off the target combo and the uppercut. First round for him. A bit of a scramble at the end as the air reset that K-Brad turned into damage.
Oh, wow.
Big dunk.
Punch.
Yeah, right at the start in that roundhouse. That is advantage on block. So after he does it, K-Brad really has to respect Alucard's options afterwards.
And you can see right now, K-Brad just reacting to those V skills from Alucard, not letting him get any kind of mix-up options. If he didn't block it, he's probably interrupting what we've seen so far.
K-Brad's pressure, pretty simple so far. Big jump in, and that's stun. He's got corner positioning already. Target combo into the big damage.
Oh, that is
got him. Yeah, that low medium punch is coming out.
Nice V reversal to get out right there.
And V-gauge available.
Nice block right there.
Oh,
jump back, fakes it out, and he drops the combo. Oh, man, what a read right there. And jump back, and K-Brad still takes it. I cannot believe what a call out right there.
That read was crazy. It just seemed like he wasn't ready on the charge, I guess, or whatever input it was. He just missed it. But, man, that was a huge read from Alucard, and that could have been death. That would have been it for K-Brad. But, you know, that's tough for Alucard. At least he knows he had the right idea.
Yeah,
that's important to say to yourself, all right, you know, it didn't work out right there, but clearly I'm onto something.
Right. Might not have gotten you the match, but the note is there.
Yeah, in your head you know that you're correct about this. This is where Ball really has issues, right? The defensive choices are so tough to make because, yeah, he's just so weak in this position. Not a lot of ways to fight with Cammy having him against the wall punish.
No, that's 100% true. I mean, albeit Cammy does have better movement options, if Balrog can hit her, it's going to hurt, but it's not looking too well right now. K-Brad finding all the correct hits to make sure he keeps his pressure going, as well as nice meter management as well. Oh, that is going to hurt.
Gets the reset, overhead. No more meter to keep it up. Yeah, that would have been it. So now he backs off.
Look at that stun bar. Backs up, lets that trigger just cool down a little bit. Not sure how
I
felt about that.
Oh, K-Brad didn't confirm tech. So important from Alucard.
Needs to be really careful. Those dive kicks have definitely been a problem.
You know, Steve, I think you might be right. Yeah, Balrog really doesn't have a great way to deal with that aerial approach, right? He hasn't had a lot of anti-airs and figured out how to do it. He tried to anti-air that. confirm again from K-Brad. That pressure. It's so difficult for Balrog to get out of this situation.
She's so relenting in her offense. Gets the successful V reversal, takes the throw, and Balrog still in a bad position. Really close to that corner. Nice cross under right there.
Yeah, cross under put himself in the corner, so now Alucard has advantage.
Yeah,
He has
backs
positioning, but yeah, he gives up space because, you know, he's just so scared of K-Brad being able to crowd him. Neutral. Oh, lovely whip punish.
Nice. Gets the crush counter. You see Alucard take that chance to try to step up, and K-Brad doing such a great job of checking with those crouching medium punches. He finds a hit, tries to go for the reset.
Yeah, went low that time. Oh,
And
the interrupt.
every time he's doing such a good job of calling out that V skill from Balrog.
Yeah, he's going to have to try to counter hit those jab attempts from K-Brad. Uppercut. Yes, and that'll be a 2-0 for Evil Genius K-Brad over Alucard. We'll see. Maybe a character switch for him, or if he'll stick with the Balrog, right? I mean, you know, he's got a few under his repertoire here. He's got a couple of characters he can go to. So we'll see what it's going to be. Another match, all right.
All right. And it goes right back in. Maybe he just feels like his other characters don't match up too well versus Cammy.
Yeah, we'll see what K-Brad's, Alucard's idea about this is. All right, look for the throw bait, didn't bite. Target combo, the V skill.
And trying to use that V skill to close the distance faster, but K-Brad just seems all too aware of the shenanigans that Alucard is trying to pull off.
Ah, I got him. We'll see what the mix-up is here. Low this time. And yeah, the interrupts on all the V-trigger stuff is so good from K-Brad so far. He's just prepared with the jab. Pressure. So much.
Look how
Safe
much
jump.
Grey Life just added. Oh.
Yeah, uppercut now. K-Brad needs one more overhead on Wake Up. Not enough. Tech. So important for K-Brad. Now there's going to be the guess.
Those dive kicks, it's just free entry for Cammy versus Balrog. It's so hard for him to deal with. Balrog did have V reversal available, but even still, it's just really
so
hard
slow.
to try to call it out. Yeah.
Such a slow V reversal. It's really tough to get this character off of you as Balrog. He has that big damage when he does get started, but you know, how often can you make that happen? Other side, now K-Brad has corner, but the check. That 3-frame light kick. Okay,
Nice.
chase down. And finally an uppercut from K-Brad. The first one he's done in this set. Big check.
Nice, gets the throw.
All right, K-Brad doesn't spend the last of his V-trigger. He has one of the dive kicks to approach. No CA. Back throw.
He's getting dangerously close to being in kill range and stun.
No confirm. Oh, he got him.
It's going to whiff, though. Still
Yeah, it doesn't
should
matter.
be-
Still should be enough, and that is that Evil Genius K-Brad over Alard.
And that just seemed like he just couldn't get any traction in that matchup. Every time, it just felt like K-Brad had an answer for all the options that Alucard was going for.
Yeah, we'll get a chance to see another look at that match. It really was the difficulty in dealing with the approach, and that was that air reset that worked out for K-Brad. Got the dive kick in the front, target combo, uppercut will do it. And that's just so unfortunate for Alucard, right? It was just like such a tough thing. This is that sick read, but the miss.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, didn't get a chance, and that was so big. That was such a big call out from him, and it was the right idea, just he didn't get the punish he needed.
And once again, we see Alucard just challenging, like trying his best to open him up, but K-Brad always reacting to those the V skills from Alucard, and to take advantage of it.
Yeah, and the throw bait at the end, you see, it's that little walk back, and it's the defensive weakness of Balrog, right? He just really, he doesn't have great ways to escape a lot of the pressure that she's going to go for. It's really just about whether you're right on defense or not. Do you hit a button in the right time? Do you throw tech when you need to? And it's so tough to consistently be right about that.
And we saw that. Like, we saw a couple times where Alucard was like, you know what, I'm going to throw you because you're going to walk in, and maybe I can get like their recovery frames on some of those normals. And it didn't work out a lot of the times. I mean, we saw him go right for Fierce in some situations, combo confirm, activation, and it just seems like K-Brad was so aware of that matchup that it's really hard for Alucard to get anything started.
Yeah, it was really tough. I mean, that was the last match that we had in the winners top 16. We're going to take a look at the brackets. We have them set up for you guys. So that was our first 8, right? We got those first 8 matches knocked out of the way. You can see them there. Now we set up our winners quarters matches. You can see those are our matches for the top 8 winner side. So that's going to be Justin Samurai, Punk, Chris Tatarian, Tokito versus Ricky, and Julio Fuentes versus K-Brad. We also have the losers bracket set up on the other side. You know, everybody just dropped it down. It's a full top 16 bracket, as we mentioned, 3 out of 5 the whole way. These are all the losers quarters matches. They have quite a ways to go to make it to that top 8. They got to get the 2 W's in a row to make it there.
Exactly. So we got RB versus John Takeuchi, F Champ versus Lud, Knuckle versus Flash, and of course Ray Ray versus Alard after that last match we just saw. So we're getting set up for the next swing of matches that we have coming up for you guys. Still great competition, still great chances for any one of our players to make it out, no matter what end it is on. I mean, it looks kind of one-sided in some instances, but great matches on the horizon.
Yeah, and it looks like we've got RB versus John Takeuchi. This is our first losers match of the day. So if you guys tuned in, RB lost to Justin Wong. Of course, John Takeuchi lost to Samurai, and Samurai and Justin will be playing in winners. But now RB Urian, John Takeuchi Rashid, a real funky matchup. I don't think a lot of people have gotten a chance to see.
Yeah, I actually haven't seen this too often. I'm pretty sure I've seen it a handful of times.
Yeah.
On paper, still iffy about it because, like you said, it is a new character.
It's a newer matchup, yeah. The main thing that you got to keep in mind, right, is that, you know, Urian has great neutral buttons to intercept Rashid on the way in, but, you know, it's tough, right, because Rashid has so much pressure that he can output on this character. Important for RB to see that there's a tech after the tackle. Now he knows that he can go to those headbutts afterwards, and then it'll work out for him. And you see, yeah, the neutral button for Rashid, so important. And this is where he's got to keep Rashid, Urian. And that his V reversal is pretty slow, so it's tough for him to deal with a lot of the tornado pressure.
Oh yeah, too easy to call out, and we saw Takeuchi earlier actually calling out V reversals for throws and punishes.
Or medium punch twice. Yeah, that's the setup.
Nice, gets the reset. We're gonna see a quick tech. Yep. Gets right back in there. Nice EX violent knee drop.
Just to get out of the corner. That's all they needed. Now he's got the positioning. Back throw. Chance now for RB. Another throw. How many? Oh, the throw tech OS from John, and that's that. Yeah, it was just clean, simple offense from RB. He had that little situation where he was in the corner, got out with the knee. That was so important, and then took advantage of the positioning switch. Mixer from John. He just stuck it out in footsies. It's a pretty far horizontal poke.
Nice tech right there.
Looking for throw. RB didn't take bait. Like again, yeah, RB solid on defense.
Oh,
There's
wow,
the
I was
headbutt.
waiting for it. I wanted the EX one. I saw him do one earlier, got beat out, and there's another one. Gets the crush counter fierce.
Big punish.
And stun on top of that. Look how much damage you just lost. Going to do a nice chunk again. Not going to take the round, but still in great position.
So important for John to have that crush counter. Another one.
Does it again.
Got a quick rise, yes, so you don't need the setup. But he still has mirror. Another throw. Corner positioning. He can do the up mirror. The knees. No bounce. Overhead, he trades with the uppercut, so he keeps positioning. And stun was close, but yeah, a little early on the headbutt. He just went for it, right? He was just really hoping that that would be the situation. So now RB has seen that John knows how to deal with that mirror into the medium kick knees. He's got to switch up the strength, or maybe adapt a new setup off of that fierce into Aegis.
Yeah, I like the recognition from RB right here to know that he's going to have to change it up if he wants to open up John.
Knees. And he really wanted the frames to get out of the corner there. John just challenged again. Defense is going to be an issue here for RB. He's going to have to play a lot of it against Rashid when he knocks you down. Oh, the little hop.
Oh, trigger is available for Rashid at this point.
Jump over. And look at the defense from RB. He waited so long to do something. B-gauge.
Backdash. Uh-oh, that's going to combo. Let's see what we're going to get here.
Another mirror overhead.
Oh,
and he wasn't
reset.
ready. Needs to close
EX
it out.
violent knee drop.
And that's tough. That standing reset that he does there with the EX fireball in the mirror, you have to guess right there. Is it going to be the overhead? Is it going to be the low? Is it going to be the throw? And if you're John, you're right. You know, that's the first time you're put in that situation. The overhead's going to come out. You know, next time maybe you try to block standing, it goes low or throws you. It's a bad spot to be. And if you risk the uppercut, it's scary. It could be that big crush counter fierce.
There's a lot of situations in which Urian baits you to try and punish situations. That's how he works in some instances. So the minute you recognize that, you can definitely do a lot more damage.
Early positioning now for John Takeuchi. This is what he's got to keep up. As soon as you can put Urian in this position, he has a slow V reversal and weak defensive options without meter.
Oh, no anti-air.
Yeah, that's been a problem for RB all weekend.
Yeah,
back to the front, sets up the tornado, but a little late. It's a big stun combo that he wanted.
Oh, still finds the hit on the small ship and gets that standing fierce.
One more to do it for John.
Aegis. That's going to combo.
Oh, reset. Mirror the
tries
throw.
to roll out. Still going to get a small combo.
Overhead. Good block. The chase down out of the air. He's not out of this round. He gets stunned. Yes, he gets the stun. I cannot believe he charged. with forward strong into headbutt,
Yeah.
that is so difficult to do. That is so executional heavy, and that's what's so scary about Urian, that positioning, switch into the mirror, big offense. And it was like, what, 2 throws into the mirror, but he still got so much stun output from it. Punish on the up fireball with, corner positioning.
And that toward medium punch is so good. All you have to do is take a small step forward, and then you have throw available again. So
Pressure now, John corner carry. EX tackle, meaty. Got him. And another challenge out there from John. V-trigger is available. He tried to dash and block.
Oh, nice tech right there. You always want to take that throw in that situation.
So now, got to be careful, John. He's real close to building this V-gauge. Crush.
Nice confirm.
Aegis is available, though. Pop out of the air. Missed the fierce. Still has another mirror available. Punish. Oh, he could have got more. A bait. That is
going to be it.
Okay, that is the strength of the mirror. I think the overhead is reactable. The problem is you go for throw tech or throw bait. And the strength of that is if you walk forward, walk back, your opponent techs, and you hit a button to punish that, they're going to bounce off the mirror and you get the full combo.
Yeah, that mirror definitely scares a lot of people. That constant hitbox definitely throws a lot of people defensive loop just off. They're like, well, what do I do now? Is he going to throw me? Is he going to try to open me up? And then you're still thinking about throw teching as well, because it definitely is a problem.
Mixer, spaced. But the problem is, yeah, still, Urian has pretty far normals that he can punish that with. His medium normals are pretty lengthy.
Oh, step kick.
Yeah, big back roundhouse. You see Urian playing real defensive here. He's letting John approach first. Forward, medium punch twice.
Got the jump in. Nice pressure. You see John trying to get something started, but RB's just playing so sound right now.
Big combo. Yeah, he gets corner.
Oh, wow.
What a reaction.
EX headbutt. A dangerous EX headbutt.
You see, RB really just playing the wall, right? John's got to approach, and no anti-airs ever. That is an issue for RB that John has got to capitalize on. Overhead.
Throw OS.
The low and the staggers, and yeah, it's so like, what does he do? Forward medium punch into the overhead, staggers the low, goes for the throw. There's so many options there that you have to deal with defensively, and John just couldn't stop them all.
And I feel like this is one of the situations where you're not familiar with the new DLC character. I feel like this is definitely one of those situations.
Oh, we tried to anti-air, stuffed.
Oh, walks back a little bit, trying to bait out a button. There's a chain, the trade.
Sweep, crushed him. Could be close to stun.
Oh, wow.
Aegis, what's the setup for RB here? The throw, yeah, and he just held up. Still a mirror available for RB, but no anti-airs.
Oh, John knows he wants to hit those buttons and make him stay honest. Hops right over the mirror. That's what's going to happen. 66 seconds left on the clock. John Takeuchi has a nice light lead and a bunch of resources, and he saved that CA for the next round.
Yeah, it's going to be the big damage output he has available, or 3 EX tornadoes for pressure.
And just like that, John Takeuchi goes in again, gets that forward throw, and gets himself in the corner. Nice block on the overhead. Wow, the crush counter distance on that fierce right there.
Chase down. John keeping it up. Big damage.
Trying to get a mix-up right here. Pretty close to stun, trying to fish. Nice.
RB out. Now an anti-air, finally.
Oh, wow. Oh,
Big
finds the
jump.
jump in.
One more for John to take it. And he was ready. All right, one game for Takeuchi. Seemed to really understand what he needed to do that time. Lots more jumps on the approach, which is an important thing to understand that RB is looking for. But finally an anti-air from RB.
And not out of this yet. John Takeuchi, like you said before, made some nice changes to find those openings, make sure that RB wasn't going to hit a button. And then that was one of the first anti-airs we saw from RB all weekend with that big standing rounds.
John, really great round, great game for himself. Anti-air light kick, and now he has control to move forward.
I like the cautious pressure that John Takeuchi is trying to put on RB right now. Not trying to commit too much. Nice jab pressure, walk back a little bit, try to fish for that crush counter, and making RB pay attention. Another throw.
Finally attack.
Oh, no button on that neutral jump. Definitely could have found a hit right there.
I like that John just used that opportunity to escape. Now he has V. Got to be careful of the tornado.
Oh, gets the throw again right out of the tornado.
Another throw for RB.
Puts him back in the corner. Nice
Crush.
interruption. Oh, that big chop right there. And right now, set point for RB. to eliminate Art Kappa's John Takeuchi.
Yeah, who has 2 tough opponents to deal with so early in this bracket.
Yeah, definitely.
Punch the hot dog off.
Punching hot dogs, huh?
It's important. Headbutt, just out of range.
Nice. Oh, wow. Just
Meaty, and he gets combo. Headbutt again to frame trap, and John, yeah, he had to take the risk. Felt a bit crowded. V-trigger now. Block, but oh, he could have got a better punish if the tornado wasn't there.
oh, wow.
Jump away
Get
now,
knocked
RB
down.
with the spacing.
Really needed that jump in right there. And you see RB just backing up, comfortable with the fact that he's going to have a no trigger available right now for RB. So it's not that bad of a situation. There it is, though. Needs to be really careful. Does have meter. Wake up EX head, but is a problem. Is a possibility.
He just got opened up low, and that is going to do it. RB 3-1 over John Takeuchi. He's going to have a tough exit to this tournament here. You know, he had 2 really dangerous opponents, a really strong Ryu player who had beaten him before, and, you know, a newer character.
Yeah, and it's one of those things like we said before. Urian is definitely one of the newer characters in the cast. Having that matchup knowledge this early in the game is not going to be something that everyone is going to have. So it's best to get as many notes as possible, take that with you, practice against it, and hope it turns out for the best.
Yeah.
John Takeuchi going down here, but we're going to take a look at some of these match highlights.
Here's this comeback that you know, RB had with the big mirror setups. Man, he had so many of them, right? So many of these opportunities to pop that V trigger, and look what it turned into. I mean, he didn't even need anything like, you know, he didn't need hits. He just had a couple of throws off the mirror, right? Out of the V reversal, it's going to get the pop. And it's like a real simple offense that, you know, the mirror allows him to establish.
That exchange.
And look at that into the headbutt. That is really tough to do. That is really tough charging. Throw to close it out. What a comeback
That
from
entire
RB.
series was ridiculous.
Yeah, and you see him there. Congrats to him again. He, you know, qualified yesterday, 2nd place in the last chance qualifier. Only lost to Tokito, who has already qualified for Capcom Cup. Really, really, really tough opponent to deal with, who's just so prepared, right? Tokito, like, you know, if you expect anybody, anywhere, to be prepared for a new character, it's Tokito.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody else, like, he is the person I expect to be most prepared for everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Even more so over, say, you know, like an Infiltration who plays a lot of people, like it plays a lot of different characters.
He does play a lot of little characters, but, you know, Tokito is always ready for all the little things. He
Yeah.
tries to take every little advantage.
Small
he can.
nuances. He knows all those things. I mean, but you have to save that for a big tournament. You have to be able to. You have to be prepared to save that for a situation when it's going to do the most damage.
Well, I hope the people at home are prepared to save some money if they want to go to the PlayStation Experience, which, of course, Capcom Cup will be happening at. Capcom Cup 16 is the way to do it. $10 off the 2-day pass, valid through November 7th. So you got to get on it. Be snappy. Head over to PlayStation.com/experience-tickets. The Capcom Cup presented by PlayStation 4 will be happening there, of course. And be ready. You know, hop on those sales right away. That'll be in the Anaheim Convention Center, December 3rd through the 4th.
And like we said before, great showing for John Takeuchi right now.
Yep.
Doing such an amazing job. And this was in a stacked tournament, like you said before. Still really proud of his results. Has a lot to learn, but overall, great.